Once two students came to a wise teacher, hoping to understand the deeper truths of life. They were eager to learn, to reach a state of higher awareness. The teacher listened to them carefully, then handed each of them a dove. He instructed, "Take this dove and go to a place where you are absolutely certain that no one is watching. Then kill the dove." The students nodded and set out to fulfill this unusual task. The first student thought about what the teacher had said and decided it wouldn't be too hard to find a private place. He didn't go far, just outside the teacher's house. It was the middle of a hot afternoon, and the road was empty. No one was around, and it seemed like the perfect time. Without hesitation, he killed the dove and went back to the teacher, feeling satisfied that he had completed the task. He thought, "I've done what the teacher asked. I followed his instructions." But the second student was different. He wandered far and wide, searching for a truly secluded place. At first, he tried hidden spots in the village, and when those didn't feel right, he ventured further into the mountains and deep forests. He went to isolated caves where darkness surrounded him, but still, something inside him made him hesitate. He began to realize that even though there were no people around, he still felt a presence watching him. Days turned into months, and he continued his search, going to even more remote places and waiting for the sense of observation to disappear. Yet, each time, it felt as though someone was watching him from within, and he couldn't bring himself to kill the dove. 3 years passed, and finally the student returned to the teacher, still holding the dove, unharmed. He looked at the teacher and said, "Master, I couldn't complete your command. I went everywhere into the deepest caves, far into the wilderness where no human would come, even to places so dark that no one could possibly see me. But everywhere I went, I felt watched. I realized that wherever I went, he was still there, watching me from within. Even when I closed my eyes, I could feel that presence. So, I couldn't fulfill your request." The teacher's face lit up with approval and understanding. He replied, "You have done well. You may not have completed the task as you imagined, but you have achieved something much greater. You have discovered the secret of meditation, the awareness of an inner witness. This presence that you felt within, the one that is always observing, is what will lead you closer to God. This awareness is the doorway to understanding His presence." He continued, "Know that in life, God exists both in the visible and invisible. He is within you and around you, present in all things. In the trees, the rivers, the mountains, the people, and every living creature. He is everywhere, seen and unseen. He is the essence within you that sees and knows all. So remember, if you ever want to act in secrecy, realize that you are never alone. God sees you, and so do you." With these words, the student gained a profound understanding. The first student, who had quickly completed the task, missed the depth of the lesson, while the second had come to recognize the constant, quiet witness within. And so, the second student continued his journey, guided by this new awareness, with a heart open to discovering the deeper truths he had sought. The moral of the story is that true awareness means understanding that we are never really alone. There is always an inner presence, a witness within us that sees and knows everything we do, think, and feel.